We'll wait a few more seconds and see if a few more people arrive. But while we're waiting, then any wins today that you would like to share? Hey, welcome, Miguel. Welcome, Virginia, Jeanette, Owen, Lyrica, and Chung. That's a nice house, Chung. Is that where you live?
I wish.
No,
I'm
New York City.
Yeah, you can't get that in New York City. Look at this; it's too nice.
Oh man, it's cute. It's a cute little house. You know?
Yeah.
We're talking
Especially
now.
the landscape. In the landscape, it looks nice.
I got that from Google.
Welcome everybody. Welcome, William. All right, so Miguel, I'm sure you've got a win today. You should start us off with a win. Hey, Cody, welcome.
Hello.
Hey, Graham. Start off with
A win, something that is a win today.
Well, yeah, I mean, I got a couple of leads that are very nice potential, sellers. So that's a win for me. That's a good thing for me. I had some yesterday. I had some today. So hopefully that'll come through, and in the future, we'll be able to, do something with that.
You picked up the phone today. That's a win. I picked up the phone today, and that's a win. And if you keep doing that every day, one day you'll be going, "Yeah, you got a lead, yay!" And then,
yes, sir.
You're on your way. Yeah,
that is true.
Virginia, do you want to choose a win today? It's a good win for you.
I don't really have anything that stands out that I can think of.
What did you do today?
What did I do?
Yeah.
Well, I made calls for 2 hours.
There we go. That's a win, isn't it? Hey,
yeah, it is. Actually,
a lot of people don't do that. They sit there and they think that I paid the money to join this course and I'm going to make a load of money now. Well, that doesn't work that way. So that's a win. So congratulations. And that's all it takes. I remember Jim Rohn, he was a business philosopher. He used to say, all I have to do is plant the seed, right? I'll leave the rest to nature. It'll grow. So we don't worry about the result. We just worry about doing the work. So what we're doing tonight, Cody?
This is like an old school cartoon. Can anybody hear squeaking in the background from me?
A little, but not anymore. Your chair? You were moving your chair a little bit. Put some, oil up.
I'm in the garage here. The dryer's about to break. Yeah, I'm doing some laundry and it's squeaking, so I'll probably turn that off. So this is the same thing we do. This is the same thing we're gonna do every night. There's an old school cartoon. People probably don't remember it. It's not old school. It's just from like the 90s. But it's Pinky and the Brain. And there's and people probably don't remember. You could probably Google it. But it was like a mastermind, criminal mastermind. These little mice that are going to take over the world. It's like a genius mastermind. So Pinky, his little assistant, would always say, "Brain, what are we doing today?" And he would say the same thing we do every day, Pinky. Try and take over the world. So what are we doing tonight? The same thing we do every night. We're going to do some call calibrations. We're going to do some role play. And we're going to be doing putting some people on the spot. That's what we got on the agenda.
I had a nice call the other day that I wanted to know if we could calibrate, but I'm not sure if they're ready. Because because they're asking me, because they threw all these questions like, where are you calling me from? Where did you get my number? And I managed to handle it and get the lead. Yeah, fight through it. So I wanted to see if that's possible, but I don't know who's on the who's a DJ today or who's on the turntables.
That's cool. Thank you, Miguel. Yeah, we'll definitely do that. Hey, Cody, looks like we've got a guest in the house. I see anything? Just whoa. And Larry Parsons, what's going on? Yay, welcome.
Hey guys, how are y'all doing? Good seeing y'all.
And you, Jeff. Yeah, thanks for all you've done and all what you've taught us over the years. Do you want to introduce yourself, Jeff?
Yeah, I don't know why, but my spider sense was tingling, and so I needed to jump in here. And there's actually I was on a session with my own group last night, and I hired a closer for my team about 2.5 weeks ago. She was a rugby player in college, so she's pretty cool. And so she's locking up deals for me. And yesterday, she's working on a lead, and the lady's just very cautious. And she finally gets to this point where they're getting in the deal, and then all of a sudden, this seller starts coming up with objections about the contract terms itself. If we know anything about multiple objections at once, this is a oh crap, this is about to get bad movement, or the seller's about to back out. So my closer, naturally, she's only 2.5 weeks under my tutelage. There's only so much damage she can really do. So I said, all right, give me the phone. So I get on with this seller, and we start knocking down all these things one after another. And really what I want to bring to you guys is, when you're closing deals, your job needs to be to bring the calm and the confidence. And so I brought that to this discussion. We went through all the contract T's and C's. We get to the very end. I'm on this phone call for like 35 minutes going through the contract. And we get to the very end, and you can see this story on my Instagram, the actual recording, if you follow me. I just posted on my stories. She gets to the very end. She goes, no, I'm gonna just read through this one more time on my own, and then you should see it in your email box tomorrow, and I'll sign it. She's trying to get off the phone. Guys, that is a recipe for disaster if you let the sellers off the hook like that. And so what I said to her, and here's the win, here's what I want to share with you guys. What I said to her is, as a closer, you guys have to be uncomfortable, and you have to be comfortable in these uncomfortable moments. So what I said to her was like, hey, I understand this is a big deal. Let's just sit together, because what's happened with other people is when they get off the phone, they start reading this on their own. They sometimes find something that's a typo, and now they don't have anyone to talk to, and they freak out. And while Miss Seller, I'm guessing that's not you, I take it as my personal responsibility to take care of my clients. And then I just let it hang. About 15, 20 seconds goes by, and she finally goes, okay, let's go through this thing one more time. And we got it closed, signed last night. So
Congratulations.
lesson to you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you. So lesson, guys, do not let them off the hook. Bring the calm and the confidence.
Thank you for that gem. Wow. We can all go now. We got the gem from Jeff again. The gem from Jeff. Thank you, Jeff. I appreciate that. And we got Larry in the house as well. Larry, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, while Larry gets himself unmuted, we could just end it for tonight. That right there with that mic drop from Jeff. You know what I mean? That's it.
Yeah, that's
Call it night.
Remember, yeah.
Don't let him off the hook. That's it. Listen, he just said a couple of really important things, right? Be uncomfortable. Be comfortable. He misspoke, and I misspeaking, repeating him. Be comfortable being uncomfortable. That's our job. I take it as my personal responsibility to take care of our clients, right? And let's let it ride. Say your thing and let it ride. 10 or 15, 20 seconds later, he said, that's an eternity, it feels like, on the phone, right? But it's okay. This stuff works, you guys. It absolutely works. And a lot of the techniques and things that we talk about, I learned from Jeff, and Graham learned from Jeff. So it absolutely works, okay? So just ask your question. This is going back a little bit prior, before the close. Ask our questions, let them answer. That's that same principle, okay? And then don't let them off the hook. Once we have somebody on the hook, a fish on, you keep the if there's any fishermen in here, you keep a little pressure on the line. You're reeling them in. You don't want to yank it too much, because you'll pull the hook out and rip the hook out of the fish's mouth. But you're in there with them. So be comfortable being uncomfortable, right? Don't let them off the hook. literally or figuratively, right? So just stay in there, keep asking those questions. When you have that one more question in your mind, that man, I want to ask it, but I feel like I shouldn't, ask it. It's okay. I give you permission. Jeff gives you permission. Graham gives you permission. So it's all good. All good.
Yeah. Whenever we role play and think about that. You know, sometimes you think you want to ask a question and it takes a bit of courage, right? And confidence. That's usually the question we need to ask. We shouldn't hold back and let them off the hook, you know? So I like that, Cody. Yeah, very good. Very good. Well, maybe Larry else introduce himself later on. Larry won a car off Pace. I remember that he got a car just when he needed it. He got Pace's old car. Well, not old car. His Prius. So that's what I remember Larry from. But all right. So do we have any calls, Jeanette, that we can calibrate? Miguel mentioned that if you can find Miguel's, he said he'd like to calibrate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
date was that? Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. We can play Miguel's call for calibration.
Okay, you've got it pulled up already?
Yeah.
Let's let it run. Let's do it.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Is this Ms. Leno?
Yes.
Hi, Ms. Leno. This is Mike here with the Home Buyers Network. I was just calling about your property.
Yes.
Yeah, we're real estate investors. Just wanted to see if you have considered possibly selling, ma'am.
We are looking to sell it. It's really up to my brother's more involved than I am, and I'm about to see him in a couple of minutes. Tell me about yourself.
Oh, absolutely. My name is Mike Lombardi with Home Buyers Network. We're looking to buy property in this area. Would you happen to know if what the asking price is? What you guys are selling for?
It depends. A realtor said we should ask $850, and we have a cash offer at $775.
$775 cash offer. Okay, that's what we do. We actually do cash offers. So, absolutely. Let me just put on here. Now, could you just tell me a little bit about the condition of the property? Is it in good condition? Excellent.
It's in good condition. It's a nice big lot on the corner.
Okay.
And yeah, new roof, 3 bedrooms, 1.5 baths, and really quite a comfortable home. New kitchen, new bathroom. Yeah.
Okay. Now, on a scale from 1 to 10, like structural wise, how would you rate the property? Like on a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being a brand new property.
I do not know. We've had the house for 40 years, I think. No, since 1985. 85. Yeah, for 40 years, and we've not had any issues.
Okay, perfect. Now, like if we could come up with that asking price in cash, what's the time frame you guys are looking to sell?
ASAP.
Okay, good.
We're looking to do it quickly.
Okay, perfect.
We are waiting. We're kind of the probate court is delayed, but we would like to even just see about doing it sooner. Just having all the beneficiaries, my siblings, write off. With something, so I guess it's up to the title company. They would have to allow it. Someone else is going to allow it. Still, like I say, I'm going to see my brother in a minute, but he's like really in charge of all this. But I can be a strong influence also.
Okay, absolutely.
Now, where are you just getting this number and name off to the probate information, or where are you coming
No,
from?
actually, we're calling people in the area. Days we in the area, so we're just reaching out. But I didn't know it was probate. But yeah, we're definitely interested. Now, if I may ask you, besides the probate, what has got you guys thinking of possibly selling the property? I mean, is it because of the probate or?
No, it's because my mom died, and we all have our own locations, and that's what it is. Yeah.
Okay, I understand. I'm sorry about your mom. I really am.
This was her house.
Okay. Okay. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and get right over to my boss. He's the property specialist, so he can.
Wait, so tell me more about you and your
Yeah.
name and this company and whatnot
Yeah.
first, so at least I can tell my brother a little.
Absolutely. It's the Home Buyers Network. We're
The
real estate
whole
investors.
or the home?
No, home. H-O-M-E. Home.
Home Buyer
Yes,
Network.
yeah, I got a little bit of a cold, so my nose is a bit congested. That's why I sound a little different. But yeah, Home Buyers Network. Mike Lombardi's my name. And what I like to do is get this information right over to the property specialist. He's the guy, he's the boss, the guy that signs the checks. But I'm gonna.
Where are you out of?
Well,
Where you
we're actually New York. We're all over. The states. We're buying property all over. So we're like I said, we're real estate
And what do
investors.
you do? You buy and sell?
Yeah, sometimes it depends. I mean, sometimes we buy, flip, and sell. Sometimes we keep it, for a while. But it really depends. So yeah, I mean, usually what we do is just buy and flip. That's it.
And how fast do you turn around properties? Like for like a deal, like if you get to do like a.
Yeah, we
Let's go.
very, very quickly. I mean, that's what we do all day long. I mean, we're buying property all over the country. So, I mean, yeah, we're quick. I mean, if that's your cash offer, that's what I'm going to show my boss. And if we can come up with that amount, for the property, we can do business right away, ASAP, as you said before.
And so you have a title company that would allow the
everything is done
probate,
through
like
title.
if all to sign off on it.
Absolutely. We do everything through title, so we're both secure, you on your end, our end. So everything is done through title companies, so you don't need to worry about, scams or anything like that. So yes, everything is done through title company. Absolutely.
Okay, and where did you get my cell phone number from?
Well, as I said, we're reaching out in the area, and we buy, we just buy thousands of numbers.
Okay, no, but that's not answering my question. Where did you get my cell phone number attached to my mom's house from?
I had no idea
all
this
I'm
was
asking.
yours. I was trying to reach Mark Leno, and
Yeah, that's my
what I
brother,
came up
and
with.
actually I'm in the driveway now, and I'm about to talk with him.
Oh,
All
okay.
right.
So
Yeah,
I'll
talk to
do
your
that.
guy. I'm going to talk
Yeah.
to my brother, and you can call me back.
Absolutely, I will do that, ma'am. Thank you so much for your
Okay.
time. We'll talk
Thanks.
soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Yeah, that's the reason why I wanted to calibrate this call, because I know I made a lot of mistakes there, a lot. And one of them was actually,
Yeah, go ahead. I was going to ask, what mistakes do you think you made? And what did you do? What did you do?
she was asking so many questions that I got a little nervous, because she was just throwing all these questions at me, bombarding me. How did you get my cell phone number? And what's your name? And what's the company? She started asking all these questions. So I did get a little bit, like, oh,
All right.
but I guess I managed to handle it.
Yeah.
But I could have asked a little bit more, maybe about the probate, pull some strings. I should have pulled some strings. That's what I should have done.
The big thing you
But I
forgot,
think,
the big thing that you forgot, actually, did anyone notice what Miguel could have done in that? Because she was asking a lot of questions. What do we do when they ask a question?
Redirect. Like, just
he
go ahead
did.
and hit him. As soon as you answer the question, try to just hit him with whatever you have next.
That's what I was doing.
There were
Man.
some pauses
did it.
there.
I was like this.
But I mean, you did your job. So she was
did it.
adamant about what she wanted. That's why
Yeah,
she took him.
Miguel. Yeah, that's exactly right, Kevin. Thank you for that. Yeah. Miguel, you were leaving a pause, so she jumped in every time with that pause and fielded another question. So you actually lost control. It was okay. I mean, it was later on in the call, but don't leave those pauses where they can jump in. So answer the question.
I tried to go as fast as I could, because she was asking all these questions. So I was like, so we're based out of, but yeah, she was a tough one. That's why, I mean, I wanted you guys to hear this, so you could give me some feedback on that.
And I think she felt she sounded like quite a sophisticated lady, and I think she felt it was a bit sticky the way you were answering them. At one point she said, "You didn't answer my question," so we've got to be careful about listening, answering the question, and then redirecting. Yeah.
Well, when she asked about the title company, that's why I emphasized on that. I say everything is done through title company, so you know you don't have to worry about scams. I said that because she was asking all
The
these
number
questions.
thing, it just says public record. You remember the old telephone books? Well, it's public record.
Yeah.
That's where we get your number
Yeah,
from. And yeah, I like the way you said we're buying in the area. You didn't know it was probate. That was nice. I like that. And yeah, what do you think, Cody?
Yeah, so Miguel, you parried nicely. You questioned, you acknowledged, and questioned great up until when you stopped. So I know you did that, and that's great. I know you're running out of steam. You're like, what else do I ask? Right?
Yes.
Yeah. So what else do you ask in that moment is this: steer right into. So I'm at this moment, I'm unclear if I'm more leaning on the side if she's just trying to figure out, if this is a legitimate company, like she really wants to do business, she wants to get this thing sold because she said ASAP, right? And she's got all the other people that all the other heirs that she's dealing with on the probate. So it sounds like she's just like trying to make sure you're a good company to deal with, not that she's worried about getting scammed necessarily. But I would steer into it and go, hey, look, I've been doing this long enough. You want to be always build credibility. ABC, right? Once on the ABCs, always build credibility. So look, I've been doing this long enough to know when people ask about where I'm out of, they're just worried about getting scammed. Is that what's going on here? Is that what you're worried about? Just steer right into it. You should be like, oh, no, I'm just trying. I get a lot of calls from people. We've been getting all these lists, and we just want to make sure you're a legitimate company. Yeah, we're absolutely legitimate. If you're serious about selling, we're serious about buying. Great. Are you the executor on that probate? Right. And she's like, no, her brother is, and all that. So, that's, steer it in, acknowledge it, and then go along with another question like that. You were doing great. You just kind of ran out of questions to ask. And I get that. Sometimes that happens. But then you just go back to sometimes you run out of steam in these calls, and you're not always going to have an answer or a question to ask them, because you did not in the sequence or the order or the timing that I would have done. You did all the things that I would suggest. You said, hey, what other than this
probate,
what's got you thinking about selling? I would have just been like, hey, what's got you thinking about selling? No, not other than the probate, because that's obviously what it is. But what's got you, what's the biggest challenge with this process? You're going over to your brother right now. What do you think? Talk about that offer. We've got a cash offer at $775. Great. Tell me about that offer. What do you guys love about it? What do you hate about it? How come you haven't jumped on that?
Okay.
Remember, we don't buy every property we look at.
Yeah.
So we're consultants, right? We kind of take a little bit of the playbook from the foreclosure, from the SEAL team. We're here as a consultant. Okay, great. Yeah. You know what all your options are. Okay, you have your cash offer at $775. What's stopping you from accepting that offer? Oh, my brother we have to get all the executors and the court has to sign off and agree. Oh, okay. So not everybody's in agreement right now. Got it. So that's tough. You lost your mom. Can't imagine what you must be going through. A little empathy there, right? Which you did show. That's the only direction I would have gone, to dig into the stuff that she gave you a little more. Slow the conversation down a little bit, because she was like bam, 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 she kept trying to. You did a really great job of maintaining control of that call, because she kept trying to take it from you, and you were doing a good job of retaining it. So you did a great job there. So that's the only thing I would say, and it's kind of more along the lines of lead management stuff, is just dig into those things that she gave you. So the cash offer at $775, then you're like, hey, that's what we do. We do cash offers. So we do a lot. We do everything under the sun, right? Jeff was on here. He dipped out a little bit. It's like he would say that we don't need to give away all of our company, that we do cash offers. We also do creative. We also do hybrids. Right. We also do wraps. We also do buy and hold. We also, we do fix and flip. All of those things. Is that relevant, pertinent, beneficial to her? I don't know. We need to find out more about her situation. Hey, you're walking in there with your brother, and keep me on the phone. stay on the phone. I'll stay. I'll
Yeah,
hold.
yeah.
I mean, let's get this on, because if you guys want to do this ASAP, take the information that she already gave you. You want to do ASAP? Okay, look, we need to get she's like, how fast can you guys close? And you're like, we can close, you know, I forget what you said. We can move us.
What's the time frame you're
said.
looking to sell? She's like ASAP.
Yeah, but then she's like, how fast can we do business?
Yeah.
And you said we can go, you're basically like, we can go hella quick, right? But we can only
I
move
told her
as
the
fast
same
as
thing.
title. You know, we can only move as quickly as title. So listen, we don't want to be the holdup. So let me stay on the phone with you. We're absolutely a legitimate company, build credibility there. Yeah. Let me stay on the phone with you. If you want to get this thing sold ASAP, we need to be in escrow right now. So let me stay on the phone, put me on speakerphone with your brother, so we can move as quickly as title. We don't want to be the holdup. So let's get this, you know, figure out what's going on. And if you guys have all the errors, if you guys have all in agreement, you can get them to sign off. Great. Let's do that. She mentioned a couple of other things too. She goes, so he's the executor of that estate. Right. So she said, but I can be a strong influencer. She literally said influencer. So she's an influencer. Yeah. So we need to keep her on our team too, right? So, you know, you do need to make sure we're on board with her too. But she said that. That's funny that she said that, because she's an influencer.
Right. Well, to ask who the executor is as soon as we hear probate, because we need to know we're talking to the right person. But yeah, every one of them siblings is an influencer, because they're going to inherit some of that property. But we need to make sure that we're talking to the executor.
Yeah, I guess I got a little not nervous, but when she started bombarding me with all these questions, like, you know, how did you get my cell phone, and what, you know, blah blah blah, and then I was I didn't want to lose it, so that's why I tried to get off the phone. But yeah, I should have stayed on there. You're right. Next time.
You did a great job.
That's why we're here. That's why we're here.
I invite you to consider not being so hard on yourself. You did a great job. It was a great call.
Cool.
You did. Yeah, I liked it. There was one big thread though that you didn't pull. What was the thread that you didn't pull, Miguel? Huh?
Yeah, I guess the probate part, or you mean no? I know I missed a loose thread in there, but
it's ASAP. I mean, why was it ASAP? I mean,
yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah.
I mean, why? I mean, they kind of get it, right? I mean,
yeah.
Why
well,
ASAP?
What's the rush? What's the rush?
Yeah,
if I may ask, why you want to sell ASAP? I mean, she's like, well, my mother died. That's what she said. But
that's
I guess,
not a rush. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's not. Yeah.
Always, but yeah.
So
Well,
that's
yeah,
cool. Go ahead.
It's cool, wasn't it? Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it was a good call. So,
any feedback from anybody?
Yes, it was a really good call, Miguel. What I saw that you did a lot of things that worked really well. I like your tone, I like your speed, you were matching her. And one thing I noticed also would be that for you to take away control back is you can you are matching her speed of talking, and then you could slow it down. So then it gives you time to think about what your next question would be. The other thing I wanted to recommend, like it's helped me a lot, is on a different piece of paper, I have different questions, because sometimes in the moment, you're having a hard time thinking of the question, and it's right on the side of me is a board of different types of questions that I can get stuck on. And that has been super helpful. Just a glance to look at, still listen and take notes. The other thing I would say is maybe before, it seemed like you were I'm not sure if it was nervous or matching her speed, but like having like what I call, that's been helping me, like have that confidence of knowing that you can take control of the situation. Like it's like inside of you, like, oh, I heard that. Oh, so the house is a comfortable home. Okay. And then give yourself something to validate her, so you can slow down and then move to your next question. So you will have time for you.
Thank you. Absolutely.
So that, but otherwise, I liked your intro. I liked how well you finished, and a lot of the other feedback that Cody and Graham gave you. You did really well.
Thank you. Thank you.
Was that helpful?
Yes. Very helpful. Yeah, absolutely. All of this is helpful. I mean, that's why we come here to get better, That's the reason why we do this.
That's a great call. So I want to, again, recognize that's a cold call, right?
Yeah.
So you're gathering all the pillars and everything. So, the what you're venturing into is what you're doing now, of course, and your expansion and improvement and with the organization and everything, you're doing more lead management stuff. So that's kind of the feedback we gave you. So these are great textbook lead or cold calls. You know what I mean? So you're doing great. You're doing great, and keep going. So that was a great call. Great call.
Thanks a lot. Thanks.
Okay. We have another call we can calibrate.
Yep. We have a call from Guillermo for 4 minutes. Okay.
And before we go into that real quick, do we have any questions, comments, concerns, hallucinations about anything we just talked about?
I have a question that came up today, Cody. So I did one of my calls today. During a cold call, I got it's the first time I realized it was an AI answering machine, and it was asking me with that. It was really strange. I could tell it was not a person.
Yeah, I would just send it, hit the voicemail button on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, those are good. And then
I'd also say,
I'm sorry.
I would also say, as soon as you know it's AI, hit that button. Don't waste any time.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. And then the other question I had is CT like a court, or because how it gives you the address and it says drive in, today it said CT, and I didn't know if CT standard for court or a different abbreviation that I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's it. It's a court.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was it. Thanks.
All right. Awesome. Yeah, right on. All right, let's queue up that next call and let's get into calibrating.
All right. So we're going to listen to a prank call this time. It's also from Miguel. So let's calibrate it as per Diana.
Why are you picking on me? Oh man, this must be. Yes, good morning. This is Mike here. How can I help you?
Hi, I received a phone call and I just wanted to sell my home by any chance.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's what we do. We're with the Home Buyers Network. Perhaps we were calling about your property. Do you have a home that you're thinking about selling?
Yes, actually.
Oh, okay, perfect. So, what is the address for the property so we can just take a quick peek at it? Okay, so you're actually looking to sell that property, or the first property I mentioned? That's the one you're. Oh, okay. Do you know what the asking price is on that property?
I think it's gonna be around 100K, maybe like 215.
How much? 100K, you said?
I think 215 more, because I got a bunch of renovations done and everything.
Oh, okay. So what's the asking price? You said 215,000.
Yes.
Okay, 250K on that one. Thomas Street. Got it. And now, if I may ask you, what has got you thinking of possibly selling your property?
I just want a better life, Like, our house is not very depressing living, so I just want to move out and just.
Absolutely. Now, is it in good condition? Could you tell me a little bit about the property and the condition on it?
It's in perfect condition. I got a bunch of renovations done. Everything's perfect.
Oh, okay. Perfect condition. So on a scale from 1 to 10, how much would you rate the property? Like structural wise and all.
I mean, personally, a 10. Like,
Oh wow.
I live there, but maybe from someone else's eyes, maybe like a 7.
Okay, so you live in the property right now, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So what's the time frame you're looking to sell? Like if we can come up with your asking price, what would be the time frame?
I mean, as soon as possible. Honestly, I don't really mind living there for a little longer, but I just do want to get out as soon as I can. Yeah.
Okay. Now, is there anyone else in the title, or you're the only proprietor? You're the only owner?
I'm the only owner.
Okay. All right. So we would not have to speak to anyone else, just yourself, if we do come to an agreement, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay, perfect. All right. So what I'd like to do is go ahead and get this right over to the property specialist so he can take a look at it. And if everything's good, then we should be able to, close the deal. Hopefully, we can buy your property. Now, let me just make sure I have everything. And do you know the zip code on there?
Yeah, just give me 1 second. The zip code will be.
Okay.
It's gonna be.
The zip code? That's pretty long for zip code. Is that the zip code you said? Because I mean, it's usually five
Alright,
numbers.
these are like 5 digits. Yeah, I'll just give you the last 5 digits. Give me 1 second.
Okay, for the zip code.
Yeah. So I think it's gonna be 36.
Uh-huh. I got it.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's gonna. I just figured it out. It's the beginning number is.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and do a little more research on the property, show it to my boss. And if we can come up with the asking price, then we'll definitely get back to you, as soon as possible so we can see if we're able to do business on your property, okay? Now, let me ask
I'm willing to change the price.
Yeah, what was that again? I'm sorry.
I'm willing to change the price as much as you guys see best. Like, I just want your opinions because you guys are the experts, you know?
Absolutely. Now, is there any wiggle room on your asking price?
Yeah, of course. Like, it's whatever you guys see best. If you guys think my house is only worth 100K, then so be it. If it's worth 500K, that's fine with me as well.
Okay, well, we'll go ahead and, get back to you then as soon as possible, and we'll take a look at the property, do a little more research, and then we'll take it from there, okay?
Okay, perfect.
Oh, this one was definitely a prank, I think. I mean, that's why, I didn't want to go deeper into it. This little girl, she started off with 100K, then went to 215, and then I'm looking at Zillow, and the property's worth like $1 million something. So I didn't want to hang up on her, but I let her, and then she didn't even know the zip code. It sounded like a young girl trying to play around, wasting my time or whatever. But I went along with the, with the flow. And, but I felt like it was definitely a prank. And I noticed when I look at the price on Zillow and it's like worth $1 million something. And she's like, I'll sell it for whatever you guys want, So I know she was playing with me, but I just let her continue, with the game or whatever.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I had one of these, Miguel, and I kept asking more and more questions, and the questions kept coming back to me, and I couldn't trip him up. I was trying to trip him up, and if you remember from previous trainings, what we do is we ask for the bed count, and the bed bath, and the square foot of the home. And that will trip them up usually.
The thing is,
and
she didn't even know the zip code. She's reading the zip code that's on the on mail, with all the numbers. She don't even know. I think she's probably 15 years old, playing around. Had nothing better to do at home, and she's just,
Yeah. I regretted it afterwards. It wasted so much time. So remember, you could be on another call where there is a deal, and you might be missing a deal. because you're losing time. Time
Yeah.
is
Time
precious.
is money.
So when you're dialing, speed is important because you want to talk to serious sellers, serious motivated sellers. So
Yeah,
that's
Grandma,
most important.
I didn't want to hurt her
Yeah.
feelings because she sounded so cute on the phone.
Hurt their feelings. Hurt their feelings. Hey, I'll take that. I'll take that one step further. You say time is our precious resource. Some people say attention is our most precious resource, right? Because what we just choose to pay attention to. So, this call, it started, and Graham, that call that you're talking about too, that guy sounded really legit. I do not know, and we could never know what motivates people to prank us, to sit on the phone for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, or whatever it is, to just yank our chain about this property. I don't know. It is pointless to spend any time or attention thinking about why they do that. Just different ways to sniff them out. So like Graham said, at the end of a call or in the middle of a call, when they're like that, you're starting to think it's a prank. Not only the bed bath count, but like Shad mentioned the other day, really hit them up for the square footage, because the most common bed bath count is what, a 3.2, a 4.2. So people can fake that and be like, yeah, it's a 3.2. But people don't. But you can't fake square footage. So hit them up. Go, yeah. Hey, what was the square footage on that house again? So that you can get them, because you don't approximately how big your house is, and you're not screw that up. So you can really get them there, right? Like, hey, what's the square footage again?
Yeah.
And then you don't know, just buy, click, and move on to the next one.
To be honest with you, what I wanted to say is, but I should have is, hey, I'm looking at your property right now on the internet here on Zillow, and it's worth $1 million. Why you want to sell it for 100K, 215K? Why? That's what I should have asked.
Well, careful, because it could be a real lead, right? You don't want to go, hey, I just looked it up on Zillow here and it's worth $1 million. So what?
Well, yeah, maybe her grandfather, maybe her parents died. Maybe her parents died and it's under her name, and she's over 18 or 21 years old, and she just wants to party. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? But so stick to the script, right? Because we don't want to give away.
Yeah, that's what I did. Yeah, that's what I was trying to do.
So we don't want to go, hey, we never tell people like, hey, I looked it up on Zillow and it's worth $1 million. We don't ever tell people that, right?
Yeah. I just wanted to do it because so she could feel a little stupid and like, oops. But whatever. I went with the.
I got tripped up, Miguel, because here's what had happened. A few days earlier, I had listened to Brent Daniels. He was talking about one of his best deals, and it sounded just like that. This lady just wanted to gift her house to an investor, and she wanted to select one, you see. And he went round to the house, and because he did that and was attentive, he kind of won the house because she was selling it hundreds of thousands of dollars undervalued. So, and that was a big surprise, and it's on YouTube. You can listen to the story. It was pretty amazing.
This could be the same case. Who knows?
Well, I fell into the trap because I was thinking, well, he's talking, and it sounds like the answers are good, but I'd forgotten about the bed, bath, and the square footage. You see, so that will sort them out. But it's the time. And the other thing, while we're talking about time, don't be afraid of, I know this sounds really rude, and I'm going to say it on the video, and maybe I'll get slapped for this, but you can move on to the next call. People think, oh, the phone dropped. They'll call you back if they want to call. Don't waste any time. Somebody says, like I was doing a load of calls today, I was thinking, try and keep them as short as possible. When they say no, let's say that's not a motivated lead, right? And then click on to the next call.
The reason why I didn't hang up, Graham, because I was thinking exactly what you guys mentioned. I said, what if this is real? Let me just go through it as fast as I could. And I'm like, okay, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And I hung up as fast because you never know. I mean, what if this little girl owns this property for real and she really wants 215K for it? So I try not to, because I really wanted to tell her, excuse me, if I may ask you, are you pulling my leg or whatever? But, you know, I said, what if it's real? Hey, you never know. You never know, man.
No, I know we think about their feelings. You could soften it. You could say, it really does sound too good to be true, this.
True.
You know,
That's
you're
a
not
good one.
pranking
That's a
me,
good
are
one.
you? You know,
That's
you're
true.
not
That's true.
pranking me, are you? I mean, yeah.
That's true. All right.
All
Thanks
right.
for that feedback. Thank you. I hope the next call we calibrate is not for me.
We all fall into these traps. That's why we're on here. I keep learning as well. Yeah.
Thank you.
But I guess right there, the only thing I would have probably done different is because like this, it does sound like she was pranking, but it also sounded like she had some urgency. She was expressing it. So if it
Yeah.
wasn't a prank, I would have asked her, why do you want to sell? Why? Like, what's going on? I don't know if you asked that, but
I
guess
did. And then, you know, the answer was, I just want a better life. I said, if I
right,
may
yes,
ask, what has you thinking about possibly selling? She's like, I just want a better life. And I said, okay, well, you never know. Maybe she's got 100 properties or whatever. That
right,
was another question I should have asked. Do you have any other properties? But I thought it was a prank. So yeah.
right, yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So dig into that. That's the threads. That's the theme of tonight is threads, digging and threads. So dig into that.
Full
A better
threads.
life. She's like, yeah, you know, I just want a better life. You know what I mean? No. What do you mean by that? Well, you know, just a better life. Okay, that's, you know, called specious reasoning, circular reasoning. You can't define a word by using the same word. Like, hey, what does butter mean? Butter means butter. You know, you can't do that. So yeah, you know what I mean, like a better life. No, I don't know what you mean. And then don't give her anything. Don't let her off the hook. Make her answer that. When you say a better life, what do you mean? What does a better life mean to you? You know, like
What she
what is
says, it's none of your business.
well, hey, it sounds like I know it might sound like that's a personal question and it might be none of my business, but if we end up coming to an agreement and buying this house, it will be my business. So I know what's going on. Or that's not a great one for that one. The best one for that one is the more I know, the better I can help. You know, we buy houses a lot of different ways. I know this might sound like a personal question, you know, and I don't mean to be personal. I don't mean to offend you at all, but the more I know, the better I can help.
That's perfect.
And you know what I mean?
Thank you.
So you know what I mean? Don't like be comfortable being uncomfortable. You know what I mean? Like get in there, turn like you're a damn cop at a scene, asking crazy questions. You know what I mean? Just that's it. So don't take that stuff for face value. Kevin's right on with that. You know, like you guys all have a BS detector. You know what I mean? You guys have been doing this long enough to know that don't sound right. Like you could say that I've been doing this long enough to know that just doesn't sound right. So you don't have to phrase it like that, but just say, hey, what do you mean? Hey, Miss Seller, I've been doing this a long time, and I've never met anybody as enthusiastic to sell such a beautiful property so quickly, so cheaply, with us determining the price. Never. This is my first time. So what? Tell me. Like, I'm curious. Like, tell me about yourself. Tell me about this situation. Tell me about this house. You know, something must be going on here. You know, we get put upon for things, right? Like, hey, this is the thing. I'm saying this, and we just take it at face value. No, I ain't buying that. That doesn't compute. Like, this is not normal. Like, must be the greatest day of my sales life right now. I love me a laydown, but this is crazy. Like, you're gonna sell me this property for whatever I say? I'm about to get promoted to president of this company. I'm gonna go tell my boss I can buy this property for $1.
Yeah.
You know, for $1. I'm about to be king of the world. And you know what I mean? Who can I let me know more about this person that has just changed my life? You know what I mean? Like, have that in your mind. You know what I mean? So
I will.
Like that, it's okay. You guys are great, Kevin. That was a great point. I love the progress. I love to see that, you know, you guys thinking about these things and going through and saying, you know, you can ask those questions. You are the professional on these calls, not them. Even though they're getting called by a bunch of knuckleheads, we're the professionals. So yeah, no, that don't make sense, Melissa or Abby, Amber, or whatever your name is. Like, this don't make sense. Like, you know how many calls I make, girl? Like, this is not, you know what I mean? This might have fooled you know, somebody else at another company, but we don't roll like that. Like, come on, you're gonna have to come out with a better life. Your life sounds pretty good right now. You know? Well, good job.
Excellent
Very good.
feedback. Excellent feedback. And I'll next time I get a call like that, I will have some more ammunition to fight that. Yeah. Thank you.
And remember, I don't want you to think of it as a adversarial thing, ammunition and things. This is a counterpart. The people on the phones with us, we're not at battle with them, right? Because if you think about it, if it's a win-lose, even in at best, right? If it's like, hey, us versus them, and if at best, the best case scenario, we win, that means they lose, right? So we want to both win, right? We're on the same so it's not
win-win.
Yeah.
Win-win situations. Right.
Yeah, well, we're just on the same side. We're not adversaries. We're counterparts. You know what I mean? I'm a professional calling you. That kind of helped couch or kind of how you think of these scenarios where we're talking to folks. So
okay.
Yeah.
All right, folks, we've got about 10 minutes. And one thing we haven't done for a while is the dispo side of doing a deal. So what I think we should do, Cody, is role play and then have a few people emulate what they hear. We've done it once or twice before. This is where we're calling a potential buyer, and they may be a fix and flipper. I think we'll do it for a fix and flipper, Cody. So you'll be calling me, and I'm a fix and flipper, and Cody's going to play the script. The script. Do you want to put that in the chat, Cody? I think it's REI conveyor belt scripts or something, isn't it?
Yeah.
So people can follow along.
So you're saying we're going to be doing a pivot?
Yeah, we're going to do a buyer investor scripts.
Oh, buyer investor, yeah.
So let me put that in the chat. Oh, you've got it already.
The buy box script.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, that's right. So bring it up if you're not familiar with the script, and Cody and I role play it, and then we'll pick on a few people. It's really easy, actually, but we've only done it once before, I think. So I think it's about time we did that again. So go ahead, Cody. You call me.
Ring, ring.
Hello.
Oh, hey, Graham. This is Cody with the Home Buyers Network. Yeah, I noticed that you're investing in Portland, and I just wanted to see if you're still interested in buying properties there.
Yeah, we're just finishing up on a project right now, actually. Do you have a bunch of properties you could sell me in this area?
Oh, great. We have some properties in the area that we may be able to sell you. What kind of properties are you looking for?
The standard 3-2, 1,500 square feet, up around 250, like about 15%, so.
Okay. And what areas in Portland are you buying in? What zip codes? Is any specific zip codes?
Yeah, 32123, 32124, and 32125. Yeah.
Okay. Excellent. Great. And that project that you're working on now, or just in general, how do you normally buy your property? You doing all cash, or?
We usually get a hard money loan. Can you help with that as well?
Yeah. That's actually why I asked. We have a website called homedispo.com where we kind of connect different folks in the real estate industry. We do have some private lenders that we work with as well that you may be able to avail yourself of. Yeah. Do you have an email address I could send you these possible deals to?
Yeah, I'll give you my email address. It's flippingsuccessful@gmail.com.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Thank you. It was great talking with you. I'll send that right over and give you a call back a little later on to see what you think.
Fantastic. Thank you.
All right.
All right. Now we can pick on somebody. Who's smiling? Who's got the camera on? You haven't got your camera on. I know you're shy. You don't want to participate. Is that right? So if you want to participate, you have to have your camera on. All right. And if you really want to participate, put your hand up.
Let's do Big Kev. He's you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I haven't
Kevin
done it
wants,
in
Kevin
a
wants
while.
it. Yeah, Kevin wants to, I know it.
Awesome.
Go ahead, Kevin.
Ring ring. Hey, hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hey, Graham. This is Kevin with the Home Buyers Network. I noticed you're an investor in Phoenix. Are you
Yeah.
still interested in buying properties there?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Have you got one to sell me?
Awesome. Yeah. We do have property in the area, but I was calling specifically to know what your buy box was.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah. 3-2, about 13 to 800 square foot.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't mind fixing them as well. If their foundation roof and mold, they don't worry me. I don't really like to wire too much. Mold, I'll do mold.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. So I had that. And what's the price range?
I like below median, so probably 250, 300 max.
Okay.
I like a good deal. I like a deep discount, so 65% of ARV would be perfect.
Okay, awesome.
Or below.
Okay. Yeah, I'm noting all of that. Now, do you only invest? I see you're investing currently in Phoenix. Do you have any specific areas that you like to target?
Well, yeah, Mesa, around Mesa, but mainly, yeah.
Okay. All right. And are you buying properties cash or creative or both, or what's going on?
No, I never use my own money. I borrow it.
Our money.
Never use your money. Yeah. The idea is to gather money and bring money in. You know.
That's wise. Grant, what's the best email address for us to be able to send you the properties that are in your buy box?
Flippingsuccessful@gmail.com.
Awesome. And just so you know, Graham, we also offer a free resource on our website where you can input your buying criteria yourself. The website is called homedispo.com. Just
Okay.
as not like homedispo.com. It's a list of investors and other people you can also network with, hopefully.
Okay.
Awesome. Well, I do appreciate your time, Graham. I hope you have a blessed day. Remember, my name is Kevin with the Home Buyers Network. Alrighty.
All right, fantastic. You send me that house. We just about finished this project. All right.
Look forward to doing business with you, but God bless.
All right, bye-bye.
Ooh,
Excellent
Kevin.
job. Yay.
Yeah, he sounds like he's been doing it for a long time.
Yeah.
He's a smooth operator, man.
It's much easier with buyers because they're eager. I mean, they haven't got time to look for houses, you know? It takes a while. As we know, right?
Yeah, don't think with them, they're usually like most of the time they're busy trying to rush you, but yeah, as soon as you get the questions in, you're good.
Yep. Very good. All right, who else? You see me done? Well, what time for one more, I think. Squeeze it in.
Virginia.
Yeah. Have you got your mic working, Virginia?
It should be. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead. And Cody will be but a little bit different, all right?
Okay. Ring ring.
Hello.
Hey Cody, I heard you were this is Virginia with the Home Buyers Network. I noticed you're an investor in Phoenix. Are you still interested in buying properties there?
Yeah, I just had one that fell apart. I need to get my next fix and flip. You got something for me?
Oh no. Well, yes, we do. We do quite a bit of business in the Phoenix area. I need to get some more information, some more specific information, so we don't send you properties that are of no interest to you. Is that okay?
Yeah. I'm just looking for anything built after 1986, and we can rock and roll.
Is there a specific size, bedroom, bath count?
Yeah, we usually like to do a value add. So, anything that's like a 2-3, a 2-1, or 3-2, with some space to build, we can work with that. You got anything in the pipeline?
Something that needs some work.
Yeah, for sure.
And what price range are you looking for?
We usually like to be around 300,000, 400,000 max for the ARV.
Mm-hmm. And what's your you do fix and flip? Do you also do buy and hold too?
We don't do too much buy and hold, but depending on the property, if you could buy it, buy it right, we can do that too. But yeah, we really mainly focus on fix and flips.
Okay, and I see you're investing in single family. Are you open to like multifamily land? Do you do any developing or anything? Any other types of properties?
No, we're not into any development or anything like that. We're just doing these single families and trying to make our bread and butter there.
Okay. Are you most of your properties bought cash? Do you ever do any creative financing?
Yeah, we've got usually work with we got a hard money lender that we work with, and I'm trying to get develop some relationship with some private money guys to make this a little bit cheaper. But yeah, we bring cash to the table.
That's a good way to go. Yeah. What's the best email address to send you possible deals?
We buy ugly houses at gmail.com.
Okay. Thanks, Cody. I'll put this in, and somebody will be back to you. Somebody will be. Oh, another thing. I'm sorry. I almost forgot. We have a website, a free website where you can input your buying criteria. It's designed to so people can interact. You can find, other than what we send you, you might be able to find other properties on that site. It's homedispo.com.
Right on. I'll check it out. Thank you.
You know how I remember the name? It's like Home Depot, but it's Home Dispo.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, I got you. I wrote it down right here. Thank you.
Okay, I've got your information, and somebody will get back to you. Thanks a lot, Cody.
Awesome. Sounds good. Thank you. Okay.
Have a good day. Yep. Goodbye.
Right.
Wow.
Virginia, yay. I like to remember because I was about to click and say you forgot something. And then you came out with a really good joke. It was just fantastic. Yes, with the Home Depot. That's really good because the flipper needs Home Depot, don't they? You got Home Depot and Home Dispo. Yeah, very good. Well, we just about run out of time. Does anyone have any burning questions or anything they want to say before we depart? And we don't meet until next week. Boo-hoo.
Oh man, we missed Chung. That's who we missed.
We missed Chung. And I see Larry now. Welcome, Larry. Tried to get you on.
I was eating a burrito and listening.
All right. Okay. Well, fantastic. Thank you for joining us again. Yeah, bring some other folks along with you next time. And
yeah, I was gonna bring my friend, but she's busy.
Yeah, very good. Thank you. And next week, I'm going to pick on people who didn't participate tonight if you don't step up. So thank you for all your contributions. Thank you for keep turning up. And I hope you've got some real value from tonight. And thank you, Cody. I appreciate you as always. And everyone.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Good night, everyone.
Good night.